They weren't just artifacts. They were memory. They were protection. They were power. But when the British stormed the walls of Benin in 1897, they didn't just loot a kingdom. They may have unleashed a curse that still echoes across empires. This is Ancestral Files. And today, we unearth the curse of the Benin Bronzes, long before skyscrapers touched the skies of Europe. The Kingdom of Benin in present-day Nigeria was already an architectural marvel. Visitors from Portugal and the Netherlands marveled at its complexity. Its walls, for times longer than the Great Wall of China, guarded not just a city, but a sacred civilization. At its heart was the Oba, the divine king, chosen by the ancestors, and surrounding him were the Benin Bronzes, thousands of bronze and ivory artworks, crafted not just for beauty, but for spiritual memory. These weren't decorations. Each plaque was a living history scroll, capturing coronations, wars, star alignments, and ancestral prophecies. The Benin Bronzes were sacred protectors. Each piece was forged with ritual. Some were even said to carry encoded messages from the spirit world. The carvers, part artist, part priest, were not just craftsmen. They were keepers of ancestral contracts. To steal a bronze was to break a covenant. In 1897, Britain launched a brutal invasion under the guise of a punitive expedition. The real goal, to control trade and loot the Oba's treasury. Benin City burned, its shrine desecrated, the Oba was exiled, and over 3,000 bronzes were stolen and shipped to Europe. Museums in London, Berlin, and New York began to display them like trophies. But curators began to whisper. Strange things, broken glass, fires with no source, rooms where the lights never stayed on. And in Nigeria, survivors said, those who took the bronzes stole our gods. Is it a curse or karma? In 1973, a German curator reportedly suffered a fatal accident days after acquiring a Benin bronze. Another, in Britain, documented recurring dreams, visions of masked spirits pointing toward a forest fire. In the Yoruba spiritual tradition, certain items are protected by a spiritual energy that binds reality. Remove them from their sacred ground, and chaos follows. Even in modern times, some museums report unexplainable malfunctions in rooms housing Benin pieces. Are the spirits reclaiming balance, or is the guilt of empire finally catching up? The world is waking up. Germany has returned dozens of bronzes. The Smithsonian is sending theirs home, but the British Museum still holding over 900 pieces, refusing to let go. Why? Because these aren't just African artifacts. They are proof of a forgotten power. Proof that Africa was never primitive. It was stolen from. And the spirits of Benin, they remember. Today, new artists are learning the sacred techniques. The Oba's descendants are rising. And across the diaspora, African children are seeing images of kings and queens in bronze. Subscribe.